Good morning. Here is another of my YouTube podcasts. This time we're going to be talking about another planet from Planet Transgender, keeping abreast trans teacher with G-size prosthetic breasts dressed as a man outside of school neighbor. What the fuck is going on? So there's this bitch. I think it's a fucking guy who is a transgender and has the size of a breast like a fucking the size of the moon. A Canadian teacher who made international headlines for wearing gigantic prosthetic breasts rarely wears them outside of school, raising questions about whether he is good in the head or he's fucked up in the head. While parents have raged about transgender teacher, her name Kayla Lemuex, being allowed to wear the Z-cup prosthetic in front of students, this is not right. The school should never allow this fucker to wear those kind of things to schools. That's why it's school for learning. It's not a school learning of. While parents have raged about transgender teacher Kayla being allowed to wear the Z-cup prosthetic in front of students, the shop teacher was spotted ditching the controversial fantastic fashion after work and stepping out in public dressed as a man. He wears prosthetic breasts extremely infrequently. A resident of Lemuex apartment complex told the Post he puts the breasts on to teach occasionally when he goes for a walk or when the cops visits. Both on uniform and plainclothes police do regular welfare check. He's crazy. This motherfucker is crazy. Check a Lumex apartment according to a law enforcement source. If you want to teach about transgender, then he should not wear that fucking shit. He should wear that to a sex convention or something. The teacher who, until a few years ago, went by the name Carrie, and now his name is Kala, left Ontario Oakville Trafalgar High School this week wearing the gigantic breast, a blonde wig, and glasses, but it wasn't long until the cartoonish clothing came off. After shopping at a department store and pet supplies shop dressed as a woman, Lemuex headed home to get changed and emerged dressed as a man in 30 minutes later. The Post obtained exclusive photos of Lemuex walking on a residential street in Ontario, Canada without prosthetic on. Lemuex then spent the afternoon in public wearing man's sweatpants and woman's panty, trainers, a gray t-shirt, and a navy puffer vest without breast, makeup, glasses, or wig. This guy, in my opinion, is mental sick. That's it. He needs to get a medication to solve that. This guy is a sex maniac or maybe a pedophile. I don't know, but I got a feeling. According to Limex's neighbor, who asked not to be identified for fear of backlash, the transgender teacher was first seen parading gigantic prosthetic breasts while walking along a busy road in their neighborhood last May. I was driving past. You can see the breast from so far away. Away when you're driving, he said. He put the whole outfit on and just walk up and walk up and down. Gullop line, no backs, just walking. Everyone, he's sick. He just did that intentionally to be seen, to be watched. Everyone slows down because you can believe what they're saying. The neighbor has seen Lumix leave the apartment complex dressed as a man, more often as a woman. The neighbor has pictures and videos of Lumix sparked serious complaints from parents that someone with such an outlandish look was not suitable for teaching the children and was distracting them from learning. Yes, of course. What the fuck wants to learn something if that motherfucker keeps wearing that to school? The attention he brought to the school was also unwelcome, leading to bomb threats and a heavy police presence on campus. They should fire this cocksucker to get rid of the sickness that is bringing in. In grades, Oakview parent Selena Close told the Post, "I was shocked to learn Lumix appears in public as a male. The school has been adamant in telling parents this is a transitioning teacher who needs to express themselves as..." What the fuck is wrong with the school nowadays? Fucking shit. Lumix's appearance at school unprofessional, offensive, and caused chaos in the school environment. This motherfucker should, if he wants to find more about himself, he should check into transgender basic 101. I have an issue with Lumix choosing to dress as a male because how he appears at school has become very disruptive to the school, of course. Why does Lumix choose to appear like he does at school when he dressed as a man in his personal time? It's mental. The whole Houghton District School Board has accommodated Lumix's identity and defended the teachers' rights about the students' rights. The Toronto Sun reported board chair Margot Shuttleworth saying that protecting employees' gender rights is the stance the school board is taking, and they are standing behind the teacher. So, in my opinion, this is in Canada, the Canadians. I don't know what's going on with the Canadian. But if I have a child goes there, I'm gonna talk to my child whether probably he will because he's enjoying it. Parents also claim that when Lumix was working as a substitute teacher at another local school after sustaining a foot injury, pupils were threatened with suspension for taking pictures or videos of the teacher in prosthetic and makeup. Attempts by the Post to speak with Lumix have not been successful. It is not clear if they have taken any legal steps to identify as a woman. If she's decided to become a woman, then she is one ugly bitch. The chance of Lumix becoming a woman gonna be an ugly one. Have been profound as Facebook image from 5 years ago show him with a full beard Other pictures show him posing in a muscle car and indicate he used to own a rare DMC DeLorean car. It is not transphobic to demand Lumix lose some cup size before teaching impressible children, according to the submission of transgender woman Juliet Malott at a special hearing of the Houghton District School Board on Wednesday, held to debate whether a dress code for teachers should be enforced. Of course, do not allow your teachers to wear a miniskirt with no panty. Adults in our schools are the role models for our children, and I would expect staff would represent professionalism and decorum that is at least as stringent as as that which we enforce upon our students, Mallard said at the school board meeting. Board Chair Malargo Sordowo reportedly said protecting employees' transgender rights is the stance. This is a fucking stupid board member. So long as the dress code does not explicitly require an individual to represent an alignment with birth sex, there should arise no gender expression issue arising out of standards of professionalism. The Post has obtained a section of Mallott's submission that was censored by the school board, which suggests Lamarck's D-cup breasts are more commonly worn by female impersonators and sex workers than people transitioning. That's what I'm saying. She belongs in a sex convention. Malov wore her own set of 34B size silicone breasts for 6 months in the early stage of her transition while she waited for hormone supplements to kick in. This is what's crazy news, man. There are also breast forms that exaggerate natural proportions and are used by the drag industry and sex workers. The censor section of the submission read, the distinction between these very different products is quite clear, and a well-written professionalism policy should have no difficulty distinguishing between the two. The Houghton District School Board did not immediately return our telephone call. So let me know, what do you think of this teacher that is transitioning to become the bitch transgender? If that's the case, then he or she or both of them should check in first to the institution of transitioning for transgender in the psychiatrist ward, so they can first take a look if there can be possibility, any chance of reviving you back to earth.